We've had a big Boxing Day clash at the J Davidson Stadium this afternoon. It's finished scoreless. Altrincham 0, FC Halifax Town 0. Altrincham manager Phil Parkinson joins us. Phil, the big talking point about that game is clearly going to be what happened at half time, and clearly there were a number of people involved.
Yeah, that's the disappointing thing there was, and to send a player off and their manager is disappointing. I don't know why they can't just use common sense. Obviously, it's almost like a bit of a local derby, isn't it? Altrincham, Halifax, both players, management teams know each other really well, and things have got a little bit, I don't know exactly what's happened, things have got a little bit heated, and then to send people off, it just seems a bit much. It was ridiculous really, but we've got to, as a football club, reflect on that. If we're losing players through ill discipline, I bang the drum about discipline being really important, then it's something we've got to look at, and apparently there's a bit of video evidence, so if it's not what the referee in the fourth suggesting, then we'll certainly be appealing Matty Coslow's sending off.
The game itself, Boxing Day clashes or games at Christmas and New Year, generally tight affairs, and this was a tight affair. Not too much between the two sides in the first half, but you must have been fairly happy with the way things were going, particularly as we got a clean sheet, because we're so strong at home these days.
Yep, there certainly was. I was really pleased with the first half. I thought we started a little bit sloppy in the opening, probably 3 minutes felt like a little bit longer, but I've looked at it back, the opening exchanges, we were a little bit sloppy, and they had some nice phases of play, to be fair. And then we got on top of them, and I felt we were the team in the ascendancy. And that's normally how it goes when we play Halifax. They're a really good defensive unit, but we're a really good attacking unit. So you could see the attacking intent from us, the defensive resilience and organisation from them, which probably nullified both teams at times. But I felt we were on top. I'm sure their management will feel differently because of how they view the game. Out of possession, probably more so than in possession. And yeah, it made for a close encounter, which it should be, because we're both vying for similar places in the division. Geographically, there's not much between us, hence why I was touching on probably how it can get a little bit heated. And then second half, I thought the boys were superb to play 45 minutes with 10 men and still forge. I think we forged 3 decent chances. They've had a load of shots, but from distance. They've had a couple, one in particular that has fizzed across the box, which, if I'm them, I'm really disappointed someone's not got on the end of. And I think Ethan's made a really good foot save. But apart from that, I thought we kept them to very little, so it showed really good defensive resilience. And then, as I said, we've made Sam work at the other end. Alex has had a shot, and then Jake Bickers have an unbelievable block from, I think it was Senior, I could be wrong. And another day, we come out on top there. But today just wasn't going to be that day, because whenever we play Halifax, there always seems to be something that disrupts us, and it's been sendings off in the past and it's happened again. So as I said, I will reflect on it. I'm certainly not going to stand here and say my players are a bunch of choir boys and nothing untoward has happened from them. But for it to have gone the way it has, and from what people have told me with the after bits and with the video evidence, I'll defend my players if that's the case, and say we've been desperately unlucky with the sending off there.
Yeah, without being judge and jury on the incident or incidents, there does look to be fault on both sides.
Absolutely. So common sense, does that not prevail? Bit of a slap on the wrist, come on boys, grow up, all that kind of stuff. But no, we have to make it about the officials. And do you know what? I've got a bit of time for the officials as well. They've done us, I think, a couple of times, particularly the fourth. He deals with things quite well, but I don't think he's dealt with that particularly well this time. But that's just my opinion. And it is hard, because they're damned if they do, they're damned if they don't. So, hey, we've got to draw against adverse circumstances, so we'll certainly take that. And if I'm Halifax, I'd be really disappointed that they haven't took maximum points when they played for 45 minutes with the advantage that they've had. But fair play to them, they did keep the pressure on us, tested our defensive resilience, and like I said, we hit them on a couple of counters. But I'll take a point with the situation and the circumstances we faced.
There was a big decision in the first half when Alex Newby appeared to have won a penalty for Altrincham, but ended up receiving a yellow card.
Yeah, and again, a lad's going through on goal. the ref's in a far better position than me, but it looked like a nailed-on penalty. Alex is adamant that he has made contact with him. So again, disappointing. But as I said, normally when we play, these decisions just haven't gone our way in the past. But you've got to make your luck in this game, and could we have done more to have created even more chances to really turn the screw in that first half? And in the second half, could we have been exceptionally clinical when we've gone through? And we haven't. So we can go on about referee decisions all we want. We've got a well-earned draw against a really resilient Halifax team. When we feel aggrieved by referee decisions on the day, so it's probably not been a bad day, because normally when you come away and decisions haven't gone your way, and it feels like the ref's not with you, they're against you, which I know he's not, it's just how it feels sometimes, then you don't normally get anything. So the lads deserve a lot of credit from coming out the other end of that.
Last season and this season to date, we've spoken on a number of occasions that our biggest improvement area has been the way we've blocked sides defensively, denying them space and really putting our bodies on the line. And never was that more evidence than this afternoon. And I think everybody was a hero, but one player I thought just got stronger and stronger as the game went on was Isaac Marriott.
Yeah, I mean, that's tailor-made for Isaac, isn't it? Backs against the wall stuff, warrior-type performance. That's what Isaac Marriott's all about. And he's a good player as well. So if we can get Isaac anywhere near them levels after today, then that's going to be a big plus for us. The only negative is it looks like George has picked up a slight knee injury, which one door closes, another door opens. So maybe it was timing for Isaac to come back in and show that. And unfortunately for George, it could be where he misses a little bit of game time. Now, I'm hoping not, because we're going to get it scanned, because he's been absolutely immense for us this season, and we're desperate for George to continue. But that's why you have the depth of squad. We never want injuries, but at least we have got the cover of sufficient quality to come in if that's the case.
And it's the final game of 2024, so time to sort of reflect on the season to date, but also the year, and we're going into 2025 very, very positively.
I think so. I know not everyone. There were a few people who were disappointed with Woking and probably disappointed with my comments, but I thought it was justified on all fronts. I thought the performance was superb when I watched it back. Another day we win that comfortably, not even draw it. And then taking that into today, if we would have got maximum points at Woking, which we haven't, so it's all shoulda, coulda, woulda. We get a draw today. It's been an amazing Christmas period, but it feels like we've not done ourselves justice at that final hurdle coming to the end of the year. So a brilliant win against Sutton, good draw away at Wealdstone. Unfortunate loss with a good performance against Woking, and a well-earned draw at home against Halifax with 10 men for 45 minutes. It's a strong end to the year campaign.